Hello, everyone, and welcome to Unit 2 in 3215-17. We're going to be looking at the history of writing instruction, as well as what constitutes language, and the pragmatics and semantics and phonology, and all those sorts of integrated components work together that constitutes what is language and how do we communicate with other people. So some of the readings start off by going into measuring what is the current status in relation to academic achievement with respect to writing. And you'll see early on that the writing scores from 8th grade to 12th grade pretty much stay stagnant. And I want you to try to think about why might that be? What might be some reasons for why students continue to struggle, and about 72 to 73% of students are below average with respect to writing achievement in terms of not meeting those standards that we seek in relation to explanatory writing, argumentation writing, informational writing, all those sorts of things. And so for me, growing up, writing was much more challenging than reading because it was like the difficulty of getting your thoughts down onto a page. And sometimes, you know, graphic organizers work for some people. Other times people want to just sort of talk through their ideas with other people to really interact and get a bouncing board for their ideas and see which ones have most merit and so forth. And so the readings will also take you into looking at the nation's report card, as I said, but also into other topics like financial literacy, which is a very interesting one to consider because I never received a particular class on financial literacy outside of what my dad, you know, was sort of pressing and impressing upon me, and knowing that out of any mathematical literacy out there, maybe financial literacy would be one of the most important ones, because I was always taught if you don't know how to manage your money, then somebody else will be glad to do it for you, right? And so we get into all sorts of things around what does literacy mean across many different content areas. We also know that one of the videos is on the PISA, which is an international comparison score. And I want you to think about why is it that the U.S. always, you know, sort of scores less, particularly in respect to math and science, than in other, you know, first world countries. And I think sometimes it doesn't necessarily tell the whole story. For example, we are really good at teaching application-oriented skills or critical analysis, but maybe we don't particularly score as effective in other areas that are more rote memorization and learning. And so, you know, that debate of breadth, do you teach a lot of different things, but, you know, on the surface level, or do you go deep and cover fewer topics? Those are some of the considerations that you have to think about this week as we talk about language arts, literacy, and learning. Instead of doing a voice thread this week, which all of you, you know, figured out and posted on there, and starting in week 3, we'll go back to those and do them fully in a video format, I think, so that we can, again, get to know one another even better. I've already graded those, and you can see your scores uploaded within the Blackboard portal. But for this week, we're going to do a discussion board in ways, you know, I see some people have already posted on there, including Leanna, so thank you much for that. But we're going to look at why do we need to pay better attention to secondary students' language arts abilities, and how might we recraft or revise our school curricula to better include them, and how can we do a better job of preparing students for success in middle and high school in writing and in language arts specifically. So I want you to use some of the readings on the NCES writing achievement and on-time graduation rates for different demographic populations, as well as some of the videos to support your answers there. Also try to do that by February 3rd at midnight, and then respond to 2 of your peers as well by the 5th. I look forward to seeing those answers and also jumping in with my own 2 cents here and there too. And I look forward to learning from all of you this week. I hope you have a great one. Take care.